It's 11:57 p.m. I remember to turn the light off. So I'm wasting more storage space on my phone. I got 2 more weeks to stretch out probably 10 or 12 gigabytes. So I've been forced to use a lot of my phone data because this motel disconnects the Wi-Fi almost instantly. So I gave up on trying to fight to connect it. Well, I'm starting to get really tired. But I'll just wait till tomorrow to upload this one. But see the previous video, I'm the previous video that I did, I felt like, I guess that probably could have waited, but I'm debating on whether or not to go to the library tomorrow and show more footage of that Veggie Just Perp's harassment and abuse and threats. So they said that bullying, even workplace bullying at the job or whatever, or even no matter where you're being bullied at or abused at, excuse me, that it has a certain effect on you, to make you depressed, make you eat more, or make you hungry more, or make you not want to eat, or make you sleep more, or make you sleep less, or you just lose interest in daily activities. And what they're doing online is like making me feel less motivated to want to go to work. But I feel like I just need a break and feel like I wish I could just stay here just for a week and and try to get try to clear my mind for like a week and try to have me some private time out. Because and then I'm trying to stay afloat, and it's like their abuse and harassment is driving me to be more depressed and feeling unmotivated to want to even get out of bed. But but I don't have a permanent home and would hate to be back on the streets again. So I'm not gonna go out and go eat anything right now, but at the moment I'm feeling super hungry, and maybe because of anxiety and stress and being upset, I'm like very hungry, but I'm gonna just wait until breakfast because I don't want that habit of eating in the middle of the night. But I had 2 little things of ice cream, those tiny little cups of ice cream instead of one. Being frustrated and stressed out and depressed and upset. They want to think they have control over me and try to keep me in fear. But the previous video, just before this one, while I'm uploading it at the moment, and gotta use like almost an entire gigabyte of my phone data to upload it. So, and I want to apologize, for so many videos that I'm doing. Because, me trying to just document everything that I'm going through. And it's really scary to have nobody by your side and everybody turned against you. And being a single female going through this all by yourself. And but even far back as 2007, I figured that my family hated me so much that none of my siblings would care if I died right now. So it's like you got more love, care, and forgiveness for celebrities and strangers. Like a stranger can, like the murderer who killed my cousin Blake, my family will sit down and have dinner with him. They didn't do that, but they would. That's something that they would do. And be cool with them. And forgive and love him. If they found out who that killer was. But I haven't done much of nothing to this family. Except expose the truth about the dirty stuff that they did to me. And what you did was unforgivable. So it's like it's getting really scary, to fight what I'm going through. And then like right now I have enough cushion that I could financially afford, at the moment to, like, cause Friday's coming up soon. So if I could pay for another week and then just take a break from work for a week to try to gather my mind and stuff like that. But I mean, I could do that. I have like just enough for 1 week that I could just take off and try to psychologically and mentally regroup. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna, I'm planning to go to work tomorrow and Friday, but I'm not sure about Saturday. I mean, I thought I can handle it, but I mean, my body will feel fatigued. I guess I can just, I can just barely, manage, the 8 hours, being physically tired. But as I said, I don't know why this job right here wears me out more than the previous job. So I mean, it's like the harassment that I'm getting and threats. It's making me more fearful and scared. You know, and bullying is not of God, and bullying is satanic. I mean, it's demonic. So she wants to try to keep me. I mean, more than one of them, they want to try to think they have their foot on my neck and think they got such high control over me. you know think they got high control over me, and, and I'm not your puppet. So you're not gonna control me, and you're not gonna stop me. So I'm a single disabled female by myself, and I'm doing a lot of these videos for my protection. So yeah, I do have enough money just for 1 week of that I could, if I could just you know stay here for a week and rest and try to regroup psychologically and mentally. But then the next week, I mean, if I were to take, like, say if I were to work until this Friday or Saturday, and then I took off all week next week, if I took off all week next week, but then I would have a comfortable amount of money for food. But then the next week I might be broke, and so I guess it's good that I'm just about a week ahead in payments to stay here. you know but I can't believe that they had an intentional noise campaign at this small ass little motel. And I think it was like a street theater and noise campaign together. But I had to be discreet with filming and couldn't put anybody's face on it because, trying to not get banned from here just for exposing, physically exposing and putting their faces out there. And then I'll be back to square one on the streets, or having to ride back and forth to and from Pensacola in an Uber. That girl threatened to have me show everybody about Pensacola Uber and have me banned from Uber. And it's and one thing about bullying is that's what happens. Like, with bullying, I experienced it for myself numerous times as a child and an adult, that you keep reporting being bullied, and they blow you off and ignore you, the so-called people in authority, blow you off and ignore you. And then when you take matters into your own hands, you get punished, and then the bully is looked at as the victim. So I try to I'm just I feel like I need a break, but then again I feel like I, don't want to take a week off break, you know, but my body and my mind can't handle working a second job, but I need like another income, you know, hoping that if I can get permanent housing, and I've been hearing people talk about side hustles, so well, I try to use my ebooks as a side hustle, but the perps block that. So without a car or a vehicle, you know, without a car or a vehicle, and then they keep me sleep deprived. Without a car or a vehicle, I mean, I have less options. I'm more limited, and I don't have that many skills online, like fancy hands or like transcriptionists or this job, that job online. But certain jobs, online jobs, I could do, but I don't have a permanent residence to get to do work from home. But then, as a targeted individual, I know that the perps would wait till I'm start my shift working at home to do noise campaign. So, that's like, you know, I can't find the right word to use at the moment, but so I mean that would be hindering me from doing a work at home job if I had a permanent place, because I would try to Skype certain people for certain jobs for an opportunity when I was living in Jefferson, Louisiana, part of New Orleans in 2017 and 2018. And the neighbors, the crackhead neighbors would start the noise campaign after I'm doing a Skype session, and then get gang stalked and perped by the Skype session person who made me download Skype for an interview to, like a couple of times I've tried to apply to teach English in China. And you know, but I didn't realize those were gang stalkers, that one of them cut through the middle of she asked for a picture and then cut through the middle of the Skype interview to she cut through the middle of the Skype interview to go grocery shopping, or claimed she was going driving to go grocery shopping. Once she saw my picture and saw that I was black, but then she was a white lady, and her website was showing about how it's so wrong, for black people to be discriminated against and not be allowed to teach English in China. But I heard that the black people who do get to teach English in China, I heard that they get like made fun of and abused really bad. you know. So I tried VIP Kid and they rejected my application. I tried Rover and Wag, those apps, they rejected my applications. I've tried, to see about Grubhub. I thought you can do certain stuff like on a bike or whatever. In New Orleans, it's easier to do because it's flat land with no hills, really. But Grubhub denied me instantly. I tried Next Rep. They denied me instantly. And there would be times when I would submit so many applications on Indeed.com. And, like, how can I fill out 500 applications and then get not one call back? And then several months later, I get rejection, automatic rejection letters, or they will view my application and then ignore me. But that Stacy Morgan from America Works on Poydras Street in New Orleans, fuck her. She was a perp too, a narcissistic perp who admitted that she had high income but then wanted to keep me down. She she perped me every session that I had to see her, trying to see about getting a job with the Social Security ticket to work. And she wanted me with no driving job, like a school bus driving job. Oh, that's not a good fit for you. This driving job, that's not a good fit for you. Cab driving job, you know, she defended the abuse that I went through with the two different cab. No, it was one at that time, but then there was another one I did later on that she wasn't in the picture. But I didn't realize there was the gang stalking even with the cab companies in New Orleans metro area. Like, um, so they give me a fucked up car and then blame me for the car messing up within the same day, and then they dodge and ignore my calls and leave me stranded. And then deliberate hit me with the whoever would be, hit me with the directed energy weapons and keep me chronically sleep deprived. And then after I turn the cab back in, that's when I end up sleeping really good. And I thought it was just family witchcraft. I didn't realize this was part of gang stalking. That I mean, well, I thought it was the neighbors doing something, but I didn't realize it was part of the gang stalking and directed energy weapons. It's like if I try to rent a car to go, like if I needed to rent a car for something, they would keep me sleep deprived on purpose they would sleep deprive me the night before on purpose. It's so bad that I have to cancel the reservation of the car rental. And then after the reservation is canceled, I end up being able to sleep like a baby that later on that night. And I'm like, what is this? Trying to figure out what's going on. But one way Miss Stacy Morgan tried to perp me is she would always send me suggestions. She would, and I cussed her out for like I have a bachelor's degree. Why do you keep sending me all these low wage part time jobs? When you can work however much you want with the ticket to work, and it won't count against your Social Security benefits. But low wage part time jobs where they didn't even want to hire me anyway. But one of the main jobs, whether it be part time or full time, that she would issue out is funeral limousine driver jobs. Like she was trying to perp me, I guess, wish death on me or do some witchcraft or wish death on me or something. And she thought that shit was funny. And she would try to tell me, like, ever since the second, and she would brag about all the people, like she would brag about treating disabled people like shit and refusing to hire them when she said she was a supervisor for whatever job. And so a school driving job or a cab driver, oh, that's not a good fit for you, or this job or that job, oh, that's not a good fit for you. But either a low wage, minimum wage job, or a funeral limousine driver job, or some kind of mortuary kind of position. She would you know offer me those opportunities. Like, I'm not touching anything death related. I mean, any kind of job death related. You know, so, and she was always bully, harass, and laugh at me. One time she told me lose the turban. When I used to wear a turban on my head, I'm thinking about trying to wear a turban again. Go back to wearing turbans again. you know, to try to protect my hair. But and she tried to tell me, she tried to falsely accuse me of not wearing a bra one time, and I did have one on. That's what narcissistic abusers do, narcissistic women, you know, and commenting on my appearance and stuff like that. So yeah, she was definitely perping me with the suggesting so many limousine driving jobs. Like, that's the only driving job I'm allowed. So let me go for now.